Tonight, we're helping a family find not only a new home, but a whole new life.
But the view is stunning.
The view is wonderful. The farmhouse kitchen
Oh my God.
of farmhouse kitchens.
It's huge. I mean, it's exactly the kind of house that we were dreaming of finding, basically.
Yeah.
But as ever, relocating is far from being a walk in the park, as 5 months pregnant PJ and Herward are to find out.
This is a difficult and potentially explosive renegotiation situation.
Thanks a lot. Living in London in your 20s gives you a great lifestyle.
But it also means being kept awake by sirens, traffic and planes.
For PJ and Herward, the downsides are now outweighing the upsides, and they're looking to their house to rescue them. They're selling up to buy a whole new, sunnier life. And for this expanding family, that means a move to Lincolnshire.
They moved to the capital in their early 20s and loved it.
I've been living in London over 12 years. I love the fact that everything is on your doorstep.
The convenience of being able to walk out of your front door and be within a minute's walk of a pub to meet friends in, everything is just there.
But as time's rolled on, they're desperate for a quieter life, and it's hard to tune out the aggravations of urban living.
You dread getting into the car.
If it's the rush hour, it's a battle to get anywhere.
Being woken up before 5 in the morning by the first planes coming into Heathrow.
Yeah, that's a good
Don't
one.
like that very much.
City noise may be bugging them now, but they can't complain about the opportunities.
Herward's built up a successful import business from scratch, and the property market has certainly come up trumps.
They bought their West London house for 265 grand 12 years ago.
Today, that very same house is worth 765 grand.
Giving them a cool £500,000 profit to finance a new dream life.
PJ especially is ready for a big change, and being 5 months pregnant, I'm not going to argue.
As ever, the woman's taking charge. She's driving the move to flee West London, and seeing as they both grew up in the country, they're heading home.
The ideal location for us in the country is, well, I say Leicestershire, but actually it could be Lincolnshire, but obviously a pretty village kind of thing would be great. Not obviously near a busy airport or motorway or anything.
Yeah, if you're going to move to the country, obviously everyone has this picture postcard idea of what it's going to be like, and we're no different.
They want their home in the East Midlands to be their forever home. It has to be special.
The space that you get, the fresh air, green fields, being able to go for walks, it's a much more wholesome existence.
Herward is still set on running his business from the capital.
He thrives on the cut and thrust of this urban location, so he doesn't want country life 24/7. He's looking for a flat in London.
It's very important that we keep a place in London because I need to be in London for work. Also, so that you can come down and spend time in London as well.
Whilst Herward darts to and from the capital, PJ will be a full-time mum in the country.
And this will be the biggest change of her life. She's moving house, moving location, and having her first baby.
We've simply got to make sure she gets the life she's dreamed of. So you're looking to do this, greenery and fresh air?
Yep, but walking straight out the door, straight into it, rather than having to walk over a busy road and all of that before you get there.
It's something that Kirstie often says, that people who move to an area where they've already got connections find it that much easier to do.
Oh, I think it definitely makes it easier, but it's still quite a big change. It's definitely going to be a bit of a shock.
And your sister having a baby as well, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. He's 9 months old.
Yeah.
So there'll be about 15 months, I think, between them, so it's quite...
Cousins can knock about together.
Exactly.
Herward!
For Herward, the commute from the Midlands to his Putney office is going to be a well-trodden path. I'm keen to know how their city pad fits into their plans.
It's going to be a bit of a change. Now you're thinking about twice, 3 times a week, doing what could amount to a 3-hour commute.
Each way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I'm looking forward to. Keeping a place in London is very important.
Yeah.
Down to London on a Monday and then back 2 days later.
So you can work from home 1 or 2 days a week?
Yeah, exactly.
This canny couple are timing the move to maximise the profit on their London home.
They're cashing in 500 grand on this terrace, so it's pretty clear they're shrewd buyers and have an eye for potential. So this is home for just a couple of days?
Yep.
The sale's agreed on their house and the move out is imminent. But there's just enough time for us to check out what works for them property-wise.
So this is the master bedroom.
Lovely room it is too.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You just get an amazing feeling of space considering we're right slap bang in the centre of London.
You'll miss this, won't you?
Indeed.
Well, we've got to
maybe we
replicate
can
it.
replicate it in the country, that's the idea.
Are you a keen cook?
I love cooking, but I have to say that in here, I don't tend to... You know, in here you feel very much on your own. You know, you've just got to be in here getting on with it.
So what you really want is a big, sociable, eat-in kitchen. Somewhere
where he can be sort of in the room. We're not necessarily talking even, but just feeling that you're not stuck in the kitchen doing all the work.
Particularly if he's going to be away some nights a week. When he is actually there, you want to see him.
Exactly.
So, no more compromises. These two are nothing but ambitious.
They want to swap their 3-bedroom terrace with a small garden for a huge family house in the country.
This means quite a change for them. We need to get our fingers out.
I think what we need to do first of all is pinpoint those people who are key to the move. So your sister and your dad.
Okay. Well, I can see my sister's village from here, so it's Stonesby, which is there.
Stonesby, okie doke. Number 1 place. And your dad?
Easthorpe, which is just up there.
PJ and Herward are saying bye-bye to West London and heading 100 miles north to Leicestershire.
PJ's sister lives in Stonesby and her father lives in Easthorpe. And with family driving this move, they want to stick pretty close to these villages.
Herward's commute to London is another factor. Grantham and Newark both have fast trains to the capital. If we can get a bit further into the nuts and bolts of it, how much are you prepared to spend on this?
We'd think 650 in the country, 200 in London.
OK, turn around, touch the ground, bag, see me do the country search.
In the country, they're looking for a fabulous family home on the edge of a picture postcard village.
They want a house with bags of traditional charm and a minimum of 5 bedrooms.
They're also looking for around 2 acres of land.
In the city, they're keen on a 1-bed flat rather than a studio.
A bit of local life and amenities will also be important, and good transport links are key.
To fund this new life, they want their country home for 650 grand.
And are hoping to spend 200 for the city crash pad.
Making a relocation budget of £850,000.
650,000 for a country home is a huge amount of money, but it brings real problems.
In this price bracket, there are very few houses on the market to choose from. But by far my biggest fear is that PJ and Herward are a very particular pair.
This house is going to be a forever house, and I know in my bones that they're not going to stand for anything less than perfect.
3 days after our visit, and there's no going back. They're moving out of West London and have decided to rent a small cottage in Leicestershire near PJ's dad.
This gives Herward a chance to test that London commute. But with cash in the bank and the drain of monthly rent, they're chomping at the bit to buy.
I've got the lion's share of the budget and have taken on the search for a family home in the East Midlands.
And I'm tackling the London end of this double purchase. Herward's very clear that when he's in his flat, he doesn't want to spend too much time travelling to work. His office is in Putney, so the areas around here seem the obvious starting points. Unfortunately, they're also some of London's priciest postcodes. 200 grand won't stretch far.
It's hardly a bed of roses up in Leicestershire. In the 12 years that PJ's been away, house prices have tripled. And with the exacting criteria of these two, it's not going to be straightforward.
So we are a very long way from where we were when we saw you last.
Yep.
Many miles north.
Absolutely.
And the most beautiful day. All the leaves are on the trees. The birds are singing. It's all a bit idyllic.
First up, we're heading to Somerby, not far from PJ's sister in Stonesby.
This stunning house gives a country feel, but with all the convenience of being in a village.
So, heart of PJ land.
It is. Well, heart of the search area, really.
Yeah. Well, that's it. My sister lives so close, so it would be really nice to be in this area.
It has an impressive hall with 3 reception rooms off it, plus a stunning family kitchen.
Upstairs, there are 5 huge bedrooms, 3 with ensuite.
But the tour de force is a converted outhouse with 2 bedrooms and 2 reception rooms.
The location is spot on too. It looks out onto national parkland, so the private setting isn't going anywhere.
And unbelievably, this house is on the market for less than they sold their West London house for, and offers over £600,000.
Yeah.
bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
You're slap in the middle of a village. There's a reasonably busy road at the front of the house.
Yeah.
And then here,
There's plenty to explore. Should we split up?
PJ's coming with me. I want her to see.
Look, they even hold hands.
That's sweet. Odd way to come into the house, but this is the laundry room.
Right.
Great if you've got kids. Straight out the
yeah,
garden. Downstairs loo. You've got dining room and drawing room.
Okay. Another big... I mean, it's a really nice room.
It's a lovely room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything about this house is on a grand scale, including the massive separate outhouse. Herward could easily utilise this space as an office for the days he works from home.
I think you'll agree this is the best bit. Would have been the hayloft. Would make
good.
a lovely office for you.
Yeah.
This village gets broadband in a month's time.
That's a big bonus.
First impressions so far.
Really like it, actually.
What do you think, Herward? Because there's no land.
That, I think, is going to be the thing that he'll say about it.
I know the setting's really important to whatever home you end up choosing. Is this enough of a garden?
Yeah. Don't need to have too much land, because otherwise you end up with something which is a nightmare to look after.
Nothing. So the outside space gets Herward's seal of approval, and the house is pretty much everything PJ wants.
But as they take time to look around, a potential deal breaker drives by.
But the view is
The
stunning.
view's wonderful, but I think we'd need to regard it as we were living in a town, not even a village, just by the amount of noise that you get. Because if you compare it to our place in London, there's more noise in that garden than there is from the one in London.
Come on, Herward, this is a lovely village. You can't seriously compare the noise of London with the occasional passing car.
Do you know what? I think if PJ were making the decisions and Herward just said, I'll pick the house that you pick, she would go for this house.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you don't think he would? I think it's
No.
absolutely fantastic.
I think it's fantastic, but I think he minds about the road.
Yeah, I mean, the road is very, very close to the house, but it's pretty quiet. And it's so private out the back here. It would get... I'd take him. It's a big house, this one. They've spent a lot of money doing it up.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know about you, Phil, but I sense a but coming from Herward.
I suppose my only concern is it doesn't have that sort of country feel, especially with the noise of the cars going past the outside. The noise from the road is pretty constant.
This is a real shame. The house is perfect, but the road noise is a problem, and this is worrying me.
This part of the UK is very flat and crisscrossed by roads. Noise is something that we've really come up against.
That said, our next property is away from the bustle and defined tranquil.
We're heading to the outskirts of Collingham, just north of Newark.
This 4-bedroom Victorian house is set in 8 acres and surrounded by rural views.
This place would give PJ and Herward a real taste of the good life. And it's just 15 minutes from Newark with its fast trains to London.
The house is a little dated, but the potential is here to make this place amazing if they're prepared to take on a bit of work.
There's already planning permission granted to increase its size by a third. It's on the market for £525,000, well under their £650 budget.
Can you put words to your noises?
It's lovely. The garden's lovely. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd quite like to just get inside and have a look.
Have a look.
Okay, well, let's get inside and have a look. It's very bland.
Yeah.
And it really is down to whoever buys this house.
Blank canvas, really.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this kitchen. At the moment, it's totally functional, rather dated kitchen, but it could be
It's got a lot of potential.
lovely.
Yeah.
If this house was a wreck, in its original condition, it would probably be more expensive than
Yeah.
it is today.
Yeah,
And it's an
exactly.
extraordinary contradiction, that.
Yeah.
But the romance of the wreck really costs money.
Yeah.
Are there any criticisms at this point? Obviously, you haven't looked around the whole thing.
No, well,
Well, I
as
suppose
with
from...
the windows for me and the main thing that I'd like to change.
Yeah. And that side of the house felt a little bit dark.
If light is a worry for Herward, then he's bound to like upstairs. It feels much brighter and has 4 double bedrooms, a family bathroom, plus separate shower room.
Can you see that road?
Yes.
Listen, that is
What's
the
that?
A46. With any house where there's a road, you've got to find out what the prevailing wind is.
Yeah.
It's northwesterly prevailing wind here.
Okay.
So it would only be on a very off day that you heard
Right.
the road.
Outside is packed with potential.
There's a garage and a workshop which could be converted into further living accommodation.
Plus there's 8 acres of land. Quite a step up from their little garden in West London.
What do you think PJ will be thinking? Is it her sort of thing?
I think she'll be very tempted. I think the setting has an awful lot to do with it. The fact that we know that we can change the house to get it into the kind of way we'd like to have it.
You realise, Herward, that it's something of the good life going on here. There's apples and there's pears, and they used to have goats, and they've got geese and ponies. And
It's perfect. I mean, I'm not sure if we'd have quite as much livestock as that, but that's what you're buying into, I think, really, isn't it?
Could you see yourselves living here?
I mean, the
Definitely.
setting is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah. There's so much that can be done to the house,
Yeah.
then it's very appealing.
It looks like this Collingham house could be a possible contender.
And I'm glad that they weren't put off by the work needed, as our next property takes them to a whole new level.
This grand rack has the potential to be everything they're looking for. Eventually.
We're taking them to Hoff on the Hill, 8 miles north of Grantham. This is all about opportunity. Properties of this size and potential just don't hit the market very often.
OK, they do have a baby on the way and there is a staggering amount of work to be done here.
But some hard graft on this house would give them a bespoke family home and make some serious cash.
It's being sold by formal tender, with a guide price of 450 grand. Mind you, it could go for way more than this and blow their chances of a London pad.
But this house is such a rare find, and we know these two are canny buyers who can spot potential. We simply have to show it to them.
It's going to tender in 2 weeks' time.
Just under 2 weeks' time.
And that, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It's got a guide of 450,000.
It's
Right.
similar to a sealed bid process.
OK.
You calculate what you can afford to pay for the house, you get the paperwork together to prove that you can pay that for the house, and you make your bid.
If PJ and Herward have the vision to see past the decaying plaster, they'd see this house could have it all.
Downstairs has space for formal lounge, dining room, family room and kitchen.
Upstairs has scope for 5 or 6 bedrooms and family bathroom. It would be amazing.
But the amount of work could send them into a spin.
What you get in this house is impact and grandeur and these sort of proportions, which are just amazing.
Yeah. And that's beautiful out of there.
This bow window really does let the light in.
Yeah, for sure.
The sun's clouded over, it's getting towards the end of the day, and it's still a very light room with really high ceilings.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big room.
What goes through your mind, PJ, seeing this sort of accommodation?
It doesn't put me off, actually, because at least we could do it the way we wanted to do it.
Renovating this could cost in excess of £150,000.
Though the level of work is quite intimidating, there's no doubt the final home would be something special.
I mean, it's a really lovely house, isn't it?
Yeah, huge amount of potential. That's for sure.
It seems they like it. I think it's time to start talking broad figures and get the budget into focus.
Looking at very back of envelope sums, if your budget's 650,
Yeah.
this house is, you've got to spend 150 on it.
Yeah.
OK.
So there's your bid at $500,000, and that's not including stamp duty fees, planning, architects, anything else that you want.
It's worth considering, and we're definitely glad you brought us here, but it is quite punchy.
Yeah, but Phil's a punchy guy.
With its huge potential, this place has been crawling with house hunters, and it's not going to be the cheap and easy option.
450 grand is only a guide. It's likely to go for a lot more.
And then there's the expense of a very comprehensive refurb.
Realistically, this renovation could prove too much aggravation. So I'm going to show them more properties on brief and on budget.
And whilst Kirstie cracks on with the search for the dream space, I'm heading to London to get on with the hunt for Herward's crash pad. I've got a tough job on here, while Kirstie's up in the Midlands helping PJ and Herward find their fairy tale country pile. I'm searching for their pied-à-terre in southwest London, and his office is in Putney. He wants to be as close as possible, but this is my patch, I know it well, and I'm right on the case. They're keen to buy in the areas they're familiar with, Chelsea and Putney being dream spots. But these are pricey, so they're going to have to get used to a drop in living standards. They're looking for a one-bed flat not far from Herward's office. If location really is the key, then this place is bang on. Sloane Square's 2 minutes that way, South Kent 2 minutes that way. This is where Kirstie shops. The flat's right behind me. I have to say, though, it does all sound a bit too good to be true. This is the crash pad to end all crash pads. A mansion block that oozes curb appeal and has its own reception area. Plus, it's bang on their 200 grand budget. It can't be this easy. OK, well, let's see what 200 grand buys you in Chelsea. What do we got here? Kitchen, small but perfectly formed. And into the living room, which is very nice indeed, actually. I think that's the bedroom. No, it's not the bedroom, that's a cupboard, which means this is the bedroom and the living room, which means the flat is very small indeed. Herward's only going to be here 3 days a week, and he's going to have all the space that he needs up in the Midlands. But I think the size of this might be taking it one compromise too far. I've got plenty more to see today. I'll find him something bigger. But space, a winning location, and Herward's 200 grand budget are not easy bedfellows in this part of the capital. I need to chat up my contacts to find their perfect pad.
Before we crack on with the next viewing, I'm keen to know if any properties have hit the spot.
Is there anything that's coming out ahead of the game from yesterday?
2 and 3 from yesterday are the contenders.
They have different things going for them.
Yeah.
And if we could find one that didn't need as much work, I suppose it would be easier. I mean, from the point of view of the baby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if something like that came out today, that would be great.
So PJ is keen to look at simpler options. Well, her wish is my command.
Next house, we haven't got very far to go.
It's so pretty.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
We're in Little Humby, a hamlet just 8 miles east of Grantham and 20 minutes away from PJ's sister in Stonesby.
It's a character-packed 17th century manor house with 5 bedrooms.
With no major renovation needed, they could move straight in, and there's another plus.
It would mean Herward could still buy a London pad, because this one would cost them £645,000, 5 grand under budget.
Now, obviously, being as old as it is,
Yeah.
there are beams.
Yes.
And in some of the rooms, they're lower than others.
Okay.
But for a house of its age, this is pretty impressive ceiling height.
Yeah, it is.
While you absorb this kitchen, initial impressions?
I really like it. Again. It's ridiculous.
Herward, PJ's been really enthusiastic about every house we've seen.
Yeah.
Is this because she's pregnant and incapable of making a decision?
Probably.
No, I don't want to be disloyal, but you have been really enthusiastic about every house. And pregnant women do get this thing where they just want a nest, and frankly, they'll say yes to any nest.
No, that's true. There is an element of that. But the thing is, this doesn't... I think, yeah, I mean, it's not as much space as the other two could have. So this would be sort of a compromise on that front, possibly. But it is ready, and that's quite nice. It's very appealing to me at the moment.
Yes, nesting. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Brilliant. PJ can see this house marries practicality with charm. And being spread across 3 floors, it's spacious to boot.
The ground floor has the kitchen, lounge, and a 5th bedroom, which the current owner uses as a family room.
On the first floor, there are 3 big bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And on the second floor, there's the master bedroom suite.
We're at the top of the house now.
Yeah.
You've pretty much seen it.
Yeah.
And you've realised that there are compromises to be made in living in a house that's this old.
I mean, I'm having to duck my head to go under some doorways, which is it's not something I'm used to.
I think the question is, at the end of the day, for you personally, is the charm worth the small, petty irritations? No,
Not for
it's
me.
not.
Not for you.
Not for me.
Even though PJ can see that this place is the simpler option, Herward isn't buying it. The low ceilings are too much to take.
So they've ruled out everything but the cheaper Good Life house in Collingham.
And though PJ's nesting instincts are strong, they're still mulling over that budget-busting wreck at Hoff on the Hill. Tomorrow they'd like to revisit both.
In London, their dream of buying a second home is still a real possibility, so long as they don't blow the cash up north. It looks like PJ and Herward are either going to go for the budget-busting wreck, which would mean there's no cash at all for the second property, or the cheaper Good Life option, which would give me an extra 50 grand. So I've been back to my contacts, and I'm having a bit of a scout around to see what's available for 250. And I think I've found something pretty special. It is slightly further away from the buzz of Chelsea, but the space is staggering.
Let's see what we got here. Main bedroom, good size. Wow, fantastic bathroom. Place has obviously just been done up. It's huge. It's practically twice the size of some of the things I've seen. Kitchen's beautifully fitted. Mind you, we're being asked to pay for it. It's on the market at 250 grand. Might be a bit rich for them, but it's the sort of place that PJ could come and stay as well. This is about a lifestyle. Big tick in the box from me. Be interesting to see what they think of it.
But of course, they'll only be able to afford something like this if they don't smash the budget in the Midlands.
If they go for the wreck, then they'd have to give up any dreams of a London flat.
It's a beautiful house and does have serious potential, but can they really take on such a big project with a baby on the way?
There's no getting away from it. It is a nice-looking house.
It's very pretty. Yeah.
Given that this house is going to exclude your ability to buy a property in London,
Yeah.
potentially, it's got to do a lot of work, this house.
Yeah. We've got to do a lot of work.
Well, you know, you've got to really love it.
Yeah, we do. That's why we're here, because it's, I mean, it is, as we were saying, very pretty. And the rooms are just, you know, really good size. There's great ceiling height. It could be something really special.
PJ and Herward have good property instincts, and they know that on a house like this, there's some serious money to be made.
However, securing the house and doing it up could be beyond them. They need to know exactly what they're taking on. I've got a builder on the case, but how do the guys feel being here a second time?
Feels good, doesn't it? I mean,
It could be wonderful.
it's got so much potential to do something amazing.
Yeah.
But obviously it's a huge amount of cost, and I would think there's probably quite a lot of people interested.
I spoke to the agent. He said around 20 people had been to see it.
Right.
3 people had had a survey done.
Right. So there's 3 serious, presumably,
Yes.
unless they found something horrendous that we don't know about.
Yes.
This is very stressful, actually.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
The guys are keen to move the kitchen back into its original room, which the current owner uses as a garage, and to make it twice the size.
Obviously, it's difficult to get down to brass tacks as far as figures are concerned, but we know that we're talking quite a lot of money. A time scale.
Well, that is difficult, but I would say a minimum of 4 months, so 16, probably 16, 20 weeks.
So what you're saying, John, is that there is no way that that baby is coming home from the hospital to this house?
Well, I can be bribed.
Bribery aside, making this house work for PJ and Herward could cost £250,000.
Take at least 5 months to complete and leave no money for a crash pad in London.
It seems to me the Good Life house in Collingham is the more sensible option. It isn't as grand as the wreck, I'll grant you, but could a second look around persuade them to go for it?
It's got a nice feel to it.
I mean, the thing is, the setting is the most beautiful setting.
Yeah.
And
If you bought this house, you could still afford to buy something in London, to have a life in London.
Yeah.
In fact, you could afford to spend a bit more in London
Yeah.
than you'd initially anticipated.
Our couple need to reacquaint themselves with what this place has to offer, but out in the paddock, a familiar problem.
it is lovely. It's really nice, but I can hear that road actually now. When we arrived, it wasn't. You couldn't hear it, but you can hear it now. I mean, it sounds like we're obsessed with road noise, but
Well, we are.
well, yeah, I know.
Has the road noise kicked yet another great house into touch?
Is the budget-busting wreck going to be too much work with a baby on the way?
Will PJ and Herward buy anything? If I were you, Kirst, I'd head for the pub.
I need you to confirm what we're about to do.
Well, we've decided that we'd like to go for the tender on the renovation project.
So everything else is out. You want to 100% focus on this house.
Yeah.
Correct.
So all their property dreams are resting on this amazing but huge renovation project. If they feel like they can take this on, we've got to do everything we can to get it for them.
Before we enter the tender process, I think it would be worth ringing the agent and finding out if there is a figure at which the vendor of that renovation project would withdraw it from the market. Now, what is the top amount of money you could spend overall on this project of buying a house in the country?
Well, the most we could, I suppose, would be 850.
850 total possible spend, 250 total possible renovation costs. That leaves us with £600,000.
Yes.
If the agent came back and said, give me 600, I remove it from the market, would you say, OK, it's yours?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
OK.
Which is quite a punchy thought.
That's a very punchy thought. What I need to ask you, and I hope you won't feel that this is sort of cheeky, but I just need to know, at any stage in the process, has your client, the vendor, given you a figure at which he would withdraw from the tender and sell it privately?
Sadly, the answer is no. It seems there's not a way that PJ and Herward can get this house privately. But it was worth a try, so it's going to tender. But frustratingly, the closing date isn't for another nail-biting few weeks.
In this time, they need to gather all their legal and financial documents together and decide on their bid. And this is the toughie.
By now, their love for this Hoff-on-the-Hill house has doubled and then doubled again. They desperately want it. But the sealed bid process means they're blind. They have no idea how much anyone else is bidding.
All the while, Herward is still commuting to and from London. But finally, the day arrives and their bid goes in.
They want the house so much, they've decided to put every penny they have towards it.
The guide price was $450, and we've decided to put in an offer of over $600,000. So it's, we're paying top price for it, we think.
Don't forget, guys, on top of this, the house needs a new kitchen, rewiring, a new roof, replastering, etc., etc. In fact, a 6-figure refurb.
An hour later, and the agent has some news.
Yeah. That's fantastic news.
My God.
Thanks, bye.
What did he say? Oh my God, okay. I didn't think it would be anything like
How
as
quick
as that.
was that?
Oh my God, I was expecting to have an afternoon of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fantastic news, but the work for these two has only just begun.
Oh, lighten up, Phil. We've at last found PJ and Herward their forever family home.
And it's not the only good news. A few weeks later, baby Finn arrives to make this healthy and happy family complete.
But life is never straightforward, and only a few weeks after this happy event, everything starts to fall apart.
PJ and Herward have received a letter from the estate agent. It was intended for the vendor of the house they're going for. It was put in the wrong envelope. It lists all the different people who've made an offer on that property in the sealed bid process. The problem is that the person who was just below PJ and Herward was below by 140,000. That is a huge gap. This is a difficult and potentially explosive renegotiation situation.
3 months of negotiation and we're still no further along.
And with builders uncovering more and more work needed to get the place into a habitable condition, their dream house is beginning to look like a nightmare money pit.
With heavy hearts, they decide to walk away, and it's back to square one.
Well, not quite, Kirstie. This may be turning into one of our longest searches ever, but the last few months have been revealing. They've rehearsed their country life and important decisions have been reached.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
Very good, thank you. Things have moved on a bit.
We've decided to move the office to Grantham.
So that means that we're fully based up in the country now, and
We don't need a permanent base in London as we thought we once did.
This is excellent news. It means they're going to dedicate 800 grand to the search for a family home.
What a treat. It's not every day we get to search with this kind of cash, and there's been a change in the brief because they don't want to take on a project. It's been 9 months since we started their search, and I'm determined to crack it.
Morning.
Ready for another day?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It seems such a long time since we were last together. So much has happened. Enjoying being
and a lot of
parents.
Loving it, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good fun. We're over the moon.
Fantastic. The key thing is we've got to make decisions today.
Yeah.
Today is the day we're going to buy you a house.
Perfect.
Let's go.
We're off to the village of Castle Bytham in the heart of their search area.
This old farmhouse is on the edge of the village and is on for 750 grand. There's no renovation work needed here, but with some straightforward redecoration, this house could be fantastic.
Come on into the hallway here. Now, off the hallway, formal living rooms, formal dining room, but this is the room that I wanted to show you first.
Okay. Wow.
The big kitchen.
It's big.
That's good.
Scale and potential are the key words with this house. It's simply huge, albeit slightly dated.
Oh my God.
There's no structural work needed, but are they willing to take on the redecoration?
Given the price, and even though an offer might be a possibility, we'd probably want to spend a lot of money on it.
Redecorating.
Which kind of probably writes it off, I would have thought.
Well, this is a turn up for the books. First no renovation, and now no redecoration.
It seems the X factor was missing for them, so it's time to pull out all the stops. I know one property that should just blow them away. It certainly made me weak at the knees, but it does mean a relook at the budget.
How about if I took you up to the 850 mark, which is just about affordable, isn't it?
All right, well, let's go and have a look, shall we?
Okay.
Don't sound so hesitant.
Well, we're all agreed. It's time to go for broke with the last one. So will this one do?
This is a very, very special house.
It's gorgeous.
Very nice.
It's a beautiful layout. It's in fantastic condition. It's even got its own flagpole.
Do we raise a flag when Finn's in residence?
No, it's when Kirstie comes.
This 8-bedroom house is in amazing condition. It comes with 5 acres of land, and though it's on the market for £840,000, I think there may be room for negotiation.
It is breathtaking. Properties of this size and quality are rare to the market.
The impact is immediate, with a magnificent hallway, 3 reception rooms on the ground floor, and an enormous country kitchen which leads out onto the patio.
On the first floor there are 5 bedrooms, so more than enough space for Finn to claim as his own.
And there are 3 more rooms in the attic.
I'm delighted to be showing this to PJ and Herward, but will they love it as much as I do?
This is one of about 4 living rooms.
Oh God, okay.
Fantastic ceiling height.
Yeah.
It's got working fire. It's got lovely high skirting boards.
The attention to detail is second to none, and the space is never-ending.
And this is what it's really about.
Oh wow.
The farmhouse kitchen
Oh my God.
of farmhouse kitchens.
It's huge.
Is this the sort of house that you had in mind
Oh gosh, well it's really
when we
nice.
started the search?
No, I don't think it's quite it, really.
It's not good
Don't
enough.
do that to me.
Despite already having 5 bedrooms, this attic enables PJ and Herward to stamp their mark on the house.
But just when it looks like it's job done, their obsession flares up once again.
Well, this is annoying background road noise.
Do we go for the big house at the top of our budget, like with road noise? It's a difficult one. I really don't know what to say.
Let's be realistic. In this neck of the woods, a degree of road noise is inevitable.
When I was here 2 days ago, I couldn't hear any road noise at all, but you're right, it is perfectly audible today. The prevailing wind actually comes out of the north, and therefore I'm not going to hear the road.
Yeah.
It's just not an issue.
Yeah.
Today, it's damp, the wind is coming out of the southwest, you can hear it. That's always going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
There's nothing wrong with the house.
No.
It's a buyer's market, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I would hazard a guess, if this house was still on the market in the spring of next year, there'd be people calling all over it at this price.
I'd be tempted to try and open negotiations, to be honest.
What, right now?
Well, that's
This is fantastic. I knew they'd love this one, and after all these months searching, Herward's bang on the money.
So in goes an offer of £775,000, 65 grand under the asking price, but it's rejected.
With the negotiations started, PJ and Herward eventually decide that their final offer is 811 grand, and as ever, the guys have to play the waiting game. 2 weeks later, the offer on their dream home is accepted. What a result!
3 months after the good news and a whole year after we began their search, the house is all theirs. Cue the removal men and cue the ever-practical PJ.
Kitchen great, that should be functional.
Moving from a 4-bed terrace to an 8-bed country house, you might think they'd be struggling to fill it, but you'd be wrong. Look at this stuff.
And baby Finn's already been assigned his nursery.
This is going to be Finn's room. We always dreamt of finding a house like this, but we never thought that we would. I'm getting frightened. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been one of our longest property searches ever, but now PJ and Herward have finally got the family home they dreamt of.
They've been in for 7 months, so I think it's about time Kirstie saw their fantastic home. I might have been the one to hit the bullseye with this epic search, but she's not one to hold a grudge.
I have had you bragging on about this property.
Oh, you haven't seen it,
so
have you?
long. It's 2. It better be 5-star.
You are in for a treat. Eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed.
Oh, they're closed, honestly, all this.
Now, open your eyes and come on in.
Ooh.
What do you make of that?
There's even a flagpole in the garden.
I know, and they knew you were coming. They didn't put a flag up. I thought that's a bit disappointing. Now, there's an aeroplane going over now, but can you hear the A1? I can't.
No.
It's incredibly peaceful. Look, look, look. It's one of my favourite ever houses. They own that field, 5 acres of that.
5 acres? That's pretty good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's pretty good?
Well, no.
Didn't Phil do well? Come on. They don't get better than that.
I'd change the roof tiles if it were mine. But I'll have a look inside. You know, I'll reserve judgment.
You'll have a look inside.
I've been dying to see what they've done, and PJ and Herward haven't disappointed. They really made this place their own. Just wait until Kirstie gets inside, she'll change her tune.
Yeah. Oh, hello, hello.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
How are you? Good.
God,
How are
look
you?
at this. Look at this staircase.
Good to see you both. I've been crowing about this to Kirstie all the way up here.
I'm never going to hear the end of it.
This beautiful
Wow,
floor.
it's lovely.
That's sounding better, Kirstles.
Well, there's no escaping it. It is an excellent house. But after saying they don't want to do any work, it seems they're not holding back.
Once you started decorating, doing some work, you got carried away and didn't
It's
know where to
always the
stop.
way. It's very hard because once you have one new thing, it makes everything else look scruffy and old.
I know.
It's easy to see the temptation of making this spectacular house exactly how they want it.
I'm really impressed by the level of work they're doing, restoring original features, rewiring and redecorating throughout.
It's an upheaval with an 11-month-old baby, but if PJ and Herward plan to be here for the next 25 years, they're not shying away from perfection.
Oh, look, he is adorable.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's very cool. This is lovely. I mean, this kitchen is just it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, it's on a day like today as well, when it's hot outside. It's great because you open both these doors and the breeze just
It's
blows
just
through.
lovely.
Yeah.
With Kirstie cooing over baby Finn, Herward's keen to show me his latest projects.
But what's happened here, Herward? I thought that was a door.
It was.
It's now a very serious drinks cabinet. Fantastic.
Renovation was always an issue in this search, and even though the house was pretty well a finished product, it's not stopped Herward embracing every last drop of potential.
These used to be 2 garden stores, which were already part of the house.
So what was there?
That's a doorway that we've knocked through.
OK. I was wondering, at some point, Herward, the renovation was going to step up, wasn't it? It wasn't just decoration.
Not just decorating,
You
no.
had to do something a bit more serious.
Will be.
And his proudest renovation?
The loo.
The Waterloo seat. Awesome. It's a throne, it's not a loo.
It's a throne, enough for...
Kirstie would sit on it very happily, I'm sure.
Herward and PJ's canny property buy in London 12 years ago financed this whole change in lifestyle. But how does it feel to have cashed in all their city property chips?
Are you nervous at all about not keeping a foothold in London?
I don't think so, because the reason why we were able to do what we did is as a result of a very special time in the property market. Will that return? It's a gamble. We don't need a place in London now.
Their old London life feels a million miles away.
There's so much to see in the house and on the outside. While Herward takes Kirstie for a tour of his grounds, I've cornered PJ and Finn. After all, this move was all about family.
For Kirstie and I, we felt a big pressure because this was the family home. This was the big move.
Yeah.
So it had to be absolutely right.
Yeah, I know.
Did we get it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
do you
didn't
think you'll be
we'd find
here
a
in
house.
15, 20 years?
Yeah, I don't see why not. There's nothing, you know, we've got, you know, everything that anybody could want, I think, really. It's really a great spot and it's a fantastic house, so, yeah.
And he's going to be
Perfect,
a very
thank
happy
you.
man running around this
I
garden.
think, yeah, he's got plenty of space to run around.
Haven't you?
Yeah, has some
Yes.
friends to stay, so, no,
Yeah.
I think he'll love it.
Awesome.
As much as it hurts, I'm going to have to hand it to Phil. He found these guys an absolute winner.
It's been an incredible 18 months for you two. So much has changed, so much has happened. But it hasn't all been easy, has it?
No.
Heart-rending stuff at times.
Yeah, we thought we were giving up and just been rented for a while. So it was a nice surprise.
It's nice to have found somewhere and nice to now feel settled. And
all good things come to those who wait and try hard.
Yes, exactly.
Don't they, Kirstie?